Meantime, we're going to talk about something that's been around here for a long time, has helped countless residents become homeowners, but they can't do it without sweat equity. We're talking about Habitat for Humanity. We've got Stephen Pierce here with Habitat for Humanity. Welcome, good to have you.
Yeah, good morning, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. So Habitat for Humanity, as we all know, was started with the help of the President Jimmy Carter. And since then, countless homes throughout the United States have been built, making renters into homeowners. But there's a process that we need to know about, and there are lots of folks out there who could benefit from this program. Tell us about that.
Well, the process is first application. What we do, of course, is we build homes and we repair homes to help low-income families become homeowners. And a part of that is going through the application process with them to find out what their need is, find out what their ability to pay a mortgage is, and then also find out what they're willing to partner with Habitat for Humanity in order to own a home. And so what that means with need is we look for families whether or not they have a situation that is safe, a situation that they are maybe paying a disproportionate amount of their income in order to live in the home that they're in. And then we work with them and we help tailor a mortgage to them. And then when they partner with us, going to sweat equity, we go into a relationship with them that asks them to invest in their build so that they can do sweat equity, which is literally just working hours, either on the construction site, doing other Habitat for Humanity projects, whether it's administration or volunteering in our restore, where we sell items and stuff that are donated to us. So that, going back to the sweat equity, it is a very important part of the process because it helps them to really earn and work and have some of the dignity of building their own home.
And that's key right there. The term dignity is something that Habitat for Humanity focuses on to help those that we know are out there that can do it based on their sweat equity. And it is not an easy process. It's got its turns, right? Tell me about that a little bit.
So it does take a while. So there's 350 hours that we ask of a family when they partner with us. We want them to have some skin in the game. And so again, going to a construction site, and if they're able to be able to work. If they can't work, we also do a lot of other programs to kind of work off those sweat equity hours, but it's kind of an investment back into Habitat as kind of an exchange and an effort to kind of be in a relationship with them. Sure. Part of that sweat equity hours is doing financial training. So anytime we have a family come on board, we actually give them the tools and we train them and equip them with how to do a budget, how to own a home, how to pay insurance and taxes, some of which if you've never owned a home you don't really understand, but sweat equity hours can work towards that. In addition to their children, if they get A's, we'll work off sweat equity hours. They get
Nice.
B's, we work off sweat equity hours. So the kids actually get an opportunity to contribute in that process as well.
Definitely a family affair here to get them into a home that they can say they own. Yes. And they help build. So how do we start the process, the application process?
Well, applicants right now, we're always open for applicants. You can go to habitatcorpus.org. There's a Become a Homeowner section on there. There's a section where you can look at the requirements for the application. And then at the very bottom of the page is the actual application, both in English and Spanish. And then we can, if they submit a full and complete application, then it goes into the process of going to the financial review, and then going, after the financial review, we actually do a interview and a home visit with the families just to kind of get them know them a little bit better. And then once we do that, then we get into the business of getting a home built. And once the home is built, the sweat equity hour is complete. At the end of that process, we hand them some keys and we close on a mortgage that they can afford, and they become a homeowner.
And we have covered so many of these special events when you hand over those keys, more than just symbolic. It is an actual new beginning to the next phase in their lives.
To the next phase in that homeowner's life, but also the next phase of their children's life. So it's so important to have children to grow up in a home. If their parents own a home, they're more likely to become homeowners once they're adults as well.
Very good. Once again, the website where we should go to start the application.
Yeah, habitatcorpus.org.
Very good. Steve Pierce, thank you so much for coming on board and talking to us. You're welcome anytime. We'd love to have you back to talk about this and maybe follow the progress of Habitat for Humanity.
Thanks, Rudy.